Good morning, Infinity Fellowship. Welcome y'all to Yoga Sunday. This is the fourth Sunday in the month. Y'all know we got 5 Sundays this month. Awesome. Which means next we get to have an intensive one-on-one fireside chat. We're working on a great setup for that. But today we're working on a great setup for Yoga Sunday. So this is the Sunday where we put our mind and body into alignment with our spirit. Some to the core of consciousness and the apex of authenticity. My name is Obafemi Carr. I'm known as Rev Jeff in this space, and we're here to lead you in Yoga Sunday. If this is your time at Yoga Sunday, welcome. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of today's broadcast of our Sunday service. We are the proud initiators of a concept of doing Yoga Sunday, a Sunday service, a church service, a worship service, a spiritual gathering. And we've been at it for 11 years now. We've seen bodies change. We've seen hearts open, seen the embracing of this concept of a spiritual practice that is fitting the body. So I want to invite you, if this is your first time to go ahead and say that. Whether it's your first or not, go ahead, hit like, go ahead, hit subscribe, depending on what platform you're on. Reshare it, tag somebody. You've got a few minutes as we are going through our announcement slides for you to change into some comfortable clothes since you're at home, live stream. Grab the family, put us up on your big screen in your den or your living room, on your phone, wherever you may be. Join us in the practice of Yoga Day. We've got a great message, great movement for you today. We're moving through a flow that is all bringing power to the people. This entire month we've been talking of the case for common unity. And this is another segment in that journey. So I'm so glad you chose to join us today. You could have been many other places. So let's get that breathing going. Let's get that body moving. Welcome to Yoga Sunday, and welcome to Infinity Fellowship. We want to say good morning, Infinity, and welcome to the Infinity Fellowship for Yoga Sunday. So glad that you joined us today, that you are ready and prepared for your Sunday service that is creating your mind, body, and spirit. For those of you who were new, hopefully you had a chance to read that were before us, the statement of infinitude. It is about what we are. We are an inclusive, interfaith, and interspiritual community, and we're not afraid to be innovative in the way that we move throughout the world. So as we embrace the stillness today, we invite you to prepare your mind and your spirit and your body by the opening of the way. We open the way, we say to the God of your acceptance and understanding, I am here, that I am present, and that I am ready to acknowledge gift of life today. I invite you to do so by taking a deep inhale and letting that go. Take another deep inhale right there. Feel that life entering body in gratitude, and another exhale. This time, take a deep inhale and really fill that body up. Notice where there's tension. And then on the exhale, just release it. And allow yourself to come into the conscious awareness of the right now. As part of your Sunday, we will end and begin in a meditative phase. So we won't do heavy meditation, but I invite you that throughout this moment of beginning of entering, that you continue to be mindful of the breath in your body. It is the gift of life. Focusing that breath, I invite you to close your eyes, to bow your heads, and to open your heart, opening it to the place of awareness of mind, the place where the God of your acceptance and understanding resides, the place of your conscious awareness. Oh, what a gift it is today to be able to come together in a unified moment. As we open our hearts in prayer together, from all faiths, from all walks, say thank you. God of our acceptance and understanding, God who has brought us to this moment, God who is known by so many names and so many cultures, we say thank you to you in gratitude. We're grateful that we rose this morning. We're grateful for the events of the week. We're grateful for those challenges that we transformed, learned lessons and opportunities. We're so grateful for the gift of. We're so grateful for a family, and we're so grateful for the gift of community. So grateful for the gift of calling. For those of us who have stood steadfast in the calling that you have assigned us, this divine purpose, we are grateful. For those who are moving toward their calling and divine purpose, we are grateful. For those who have yet to stand the spark of life, but coming to terms with knowing that they are here, a reason and a purpose, we're grateful as well. Thank you for the sun shine upon us wherever we are broadcasting in and connecting from. Thank you for the representation that we have in this community. Those people who come from all walks of life. Those people who come from all orientations and genders and shades of humanity. Those who come from all levels of socioeconomics, coming together to notice and to represent and to recognize that we are indeed spirits journeying this plane of human existence together. And so thank you for the faults, and thank you for the flaws, and thank you for the feeling of shortcoming that may come to us from time to time, because it reminds us of the power of common
unity, power of community to look into each other's hearts and minds when we are struggling and say, I got you. The power of being able to represent you on this earth, standing bold in those creative ideas that you give to us, the moment of forgiveness. And we acknowledge in this moment, that moment of forgiveness. We acknowledge that there are times where we criticize ourselves over much for not hitting our deliverables and our objectives on time. We criticize ourselves over much for not being able to stand up when we felt we should have. We criticize ourselves over much for those times where you gave us an idea and we sat on it. Then we got a little angry when we saw somebody else do it. But we know in this moment of proclamation that those moments are gone. They are dissolved in the sands of time. That we stand in this moment in the right now, joyous and happy to be participating in this wonderful spiritual journey, this wonderful movement that is embodied here at Infinity Fellowship. And so I speak and pray that someone will have a revelatory moment today, that someone will have a moment of inspiration through their breath, through their movement, through their body, through listening ear. We speak that someone will fall back into alignment with what I'm here to do, oh God. We thank you in the spirit of our ancestors for the we have in this space today, for the acknowledgement that we can do things except fail. We send our energy out into the world, and this love, power, and light energy in the world as a comfort for those who are in need. We send our energy to the Bond and the Thacker families, this side of town in Northwest and Northeast Nashville, in the transition of their son, Chris Bond, the second. That energy that was there in the church yesterday, that was celebrating his humor and his as he moved through 25 years in this existence. But our hands go around him in gratitude, thanksgiving, as we are here today on this to be a comfort to that family. We send our energy space today for all those who are in bereavement. We send our energy to the energy of the Poe family and Sister Tamika in her transition there, and to Brother Poe, and we always know him as Brother DJ C Wiz. We send the energy out to him as he continues to say in this place that we will celebrate her life by going out and celebrating the spirit of love and power in others. So as he moves his hands on wheels of steel this week and forward, as he continues to move the crowd with joy, celebration in the transition of his wife and mother of children, we energy to that family as well, to say there is comfort in knowing that the transition of life after life is made easier by the remembrance of how you treated people on this side. And oh, what a sweet and beautiful. And so in this moment, as we move toward closure in the opening of the way, we give thanks that the bodies that are assembled today are moving in power, are moving in strength, are growing in form, growing in structure, and that this empowers stronger as we walk through this week, as we move through the highest levels of accomplishment and healing. And we are always mindful to give you the praise. We proclaim these things as such, and so it is. And we say together, Amen, Hotep, Shalom, Nama, Ashe. And so it is. It is done. If you have a request or something that you'd like us to send into the universe for us, we ask that you can go ahead and type it in, so that we can put that in the atmosphere of the movement that we have this week. Movement that we have today for Yoga Sunday. I invite you to type the name of an ancestor in the chat, as well as now is the time for us to prepare our minds for the pouring of libations. And so it is. As we say good morning, Infinity, we prepare to pour our libations before the ancestors, those who come before, those whose shoulders we stand on. Here we recognize as we pour water that represents the living, we pour it into the earth that represents what happens to these bodies when we no longer can wear them, and they no longer can hold the powerful spirit that exists inside each and every one of us, that divine essence of God, to know itself through us. We complete the divine circle of life. We say to ourselves and to others that we recognize and we remember. And in this remembrance, we are empowered. We recognize that there is no death, that there is only transition. This transition from life to life after life is a powerful way for us to move through this world, knowing that there is always wind beneath our wings and remembering the stories. Remember the areas of uplift. I had a wonderful chance to sit down and get visited by one of my uncles yesterday. And he sat and told us stories about my auntie who transitioned earlier this year, told stories about my father, told stories about uncles and my aunties. And, you know, when you're talking to somebody who's well into their 80s, you get to learn about how your family members were as kids. It's a wonderful, wonderful moment too. We absorbed a lot. There were a lot of ancestors moving around in our space yesterday. And I speak that the same is happening for you when you have get-togethers, when you have conversations about those who have transitioned, because that's the way they stay alive through our stories and our memories. So as we pour today, we invite you to either pour with us, type a name in the chat, or just stand in recognition if you'd like. Also, wherever you are, this is when we recognize those who have gone before. Ashe. As we use this word ashe, which means power, which means and so it is, with exclamation of which you seek, we recognize it and pour and say, cool water for spirits, ashe. Freshen and consecrate this space for spiritual work that we call the Infinity Fellowship, ashe. We give praise to all Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, ashe. In this to grant to us peace and prosperity, ashe. We pour cardinal directions, the one north that recognizes and respects and is us to be a yes day, to be a yes spirit, to have direction, what we call true north, to show up today on the mat, which is your universe, and say, I am here for whatever the universe is here to teach me, ashe. To the energy of the South and the grounding in who we are and whose we are, knowing that we are always and intimately connected, ashe. To the energy of the East and the rising sun. Today is a new day. We've got some extra sun coming through our windows today here at Infinity. Thinking that you have sun coming through your windows, and even if you got some dark clouds, where the sun is always shining, there's always light. Today is a brand new day. Don't carry yesterday into the right now. Ashe. To the energy of the West, even as the sun goes down, we are granted the moon and the stars. There's always light in the darkness. Never give up. Always seek the light. Seek the light. From the four cardinal directions we have in the Lakota tradition and indigenous traditions, the fifth direction rather, the ground below us. May you be grounded in a way that when the storms toss you, they may bend sometimes, but they will not break you. Ashe. To the sky above us and the open landscape of possibility, may your dreams always fed by divine source and spirit, the inspirational stories of your ancestors. May you always know that you do have the gift to create something, anything out of no thing. That is the lesson that we learn. We allow our minds to wander and wander. Ashe. Finally, to the seventh direction, the place where all roads come together, the place of the heart. May your heart always be in the tradition Ma'at, as light as the feather. Ashe. We now in this moment to call aloud the names of your ancestors. If you're typing them into the chat, it's great as well. We love to see you in that chat being active, especially before we mats. So in this moment, Go ahead and call their names aloud so we can recognize them in this spiritual vibration. Ashe. Finally, we pour for the children in the world, in the womb, and yet unborn. And we say together, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Ashe, oh, it is done. And so it is. We're so grateful today to welcome you in this place today. We also want to welcome our first timers at the Infinity Fellowship, our very first timers who are here in the place today. We want to say hello to you. We want to welcome you. We want to put a slide for you so that we can say hello, and we can know that we are absolutely excited that you are a part of what we're doing at Infinity Fellowship. So hopefully on your screen, you're seeing a slide that says, welcome to Infinity Fellowship. It's a slide that we use on Sundays to kind of get your information, get a little information on you. If you're a very first timer here, by all means, let us know in the chat. First time. Type those two words, first time. People will shower you with. We also have a link that we'd like to share in our chat that we are sharing with you right now. That gives you a direct connection to all. That scan there, that QR code also gives you this to our visitors form, and we invite you to take a moment today to pause to fill out that form. That form gives us information on you. We also invite you to come back after you receive note that we send you. Join us on First Sundays. If you are in town, if you are around Nashville, you can put a small little spiritual gift, a physical gift in your hand. Infinity is a multi-faith, inter-spiritual community for all, and we do say this place today that you are here for a reason. So I invite you if you on Infinity, somebody you, hey, you got to tune into this thing called yoga, and you ended up here by accident, because Spirit has aligned to find a home. And that home may be a place where you have been seeking somewhere where you could still be as spiritual as you are, not always religious, but find the community that you have been seeking. Isn't it great to have a community where people are not going to think you're strange for asking questions? They're going to think you're strange for having various spiritual practices. If put some sage on you aside work because you were struggling and you want to make sure you cleared your aura, and you tried to let to somebody and they said, oh, you're crazy. It's like, hey, guess what? I'm crazy here. So whatever tradition you practice, you're welcome at Infinity. I invite you to go ahead and fill out the form, because we're getting ready for our late summer, early fall new members orientation. So for those of you who have been asking about joining the Infinity Fellowship is this form. There's also a link, a box that you can check rather. That box allows you to say, hey, I'm interested in joining. And if you check that, we'll reach out to you about membership as well. You get to enjoy this wonderful spiritual energy that we share here, and where you can bring your kids, your family, friends, and feel affirmed. We know that's important, and we appreciate you. So I invite you, if you're a first-time visitor, to just say first time in the chat if you haven't already, but to know that the message that we say to you, we say it every Sunday, It is our visitors welcome. And we love to say it in a very powerful way. We say it to each other, repeat it. So I've got a couple of practitioners in the house today. So I'm going to get them to say it to each other as I say it. They're going to repeat after me as well, because it is a reminder of who we are. Reminder that we are spirits navigating the human experience. So hands up to each other, and here on the screen, you hold your hands up to the screen. To people, some of you all are practicing with us today in small groups. Turn to the group people that you're with. Take a deep breath. Repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine station of God's creation. I see what you are. A spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me, and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Well, I can let you know, if nobody else will today, that you are not. I'm with you. We're with you around the world, and you are at home. I when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You're so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and celebrate your divine destiny. All of this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. Feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome. Asheo. We're going to get a big dance groove on. Yeah, we're just going to act like we're hearing a lot of big dance grooves going. We got to hit a good groove in here. We are saying in this place that we are so grateful. We are so grateful in this morning. We are so grateful in this time. Listen, while we're taking this energy in to where we are, I want you to pause in a moment and just say something that you're grateful for. When that gratitude moment hits for you, we'll dance it around for you. We'll share it with you. We're just going to let you know that we are here with you, in good. If you got a moment, go ahead and share something that you're grateful for, and as we're for our tithes and offerings. So go ahead and just choose that option right now. We celebrate in this moment. We take that divine energy and we pour it into an offering. For those of you who have participated and embrace the spiritual tithing, for those of you who have understood the power in and what it can give to you and what it can do for you, that energy that is almost indescribable. It is a spiritual practice that in alignment with who you are. And we know this. When you take 10% and you give it back to this where you receive your spiritual food, then you know that is why your flow continues. So we're pleased today to offer you another opportunity to be a part of a community in a more profound way. Giving back is a way to complete the divine circle of creation. It is a way for you to say to the universe that I am a giver. So when you send that signal out there, giver, guess what the universe, guess what the ancestors, guess what the God of your creation. Oh, well, you think that's giving, Let me show you what I got for you. I got every opportunity you ever wanted. Now I've been waiting for you to become this giving because I can only give to you that which you are putting out. So if you're putting out lack, if you're putting out, oh, one day I'm going to give, then you're going to get an amplification of that. I just don't get it right. Well, guess what? You're right. You're right. The universe says you're right. I just don't have it right. You're right. And you'll have more of not having it. But I know, and I'm a personal living testimony, and those who have seen next level of success here in their lives at Infinity, they have expanded in powerful ways. They will tell you that it is when I made the transition from being someone who expect to get to becoming a part of a community of people who have a giving spirit. As a result, I've seen relationships in my life change. I've seen the way I move through the world change. I've seen my finances change. I've seen abundance and prosperity in all the ways that I desire. That is what our offertory period is about at the Infinity Fellowship. To those of you who have taken that next step level of giving back 10% of what you receive, the place where you receive your spiritual food, congratulations. You know how it is. It's time in. To those who feel in this moment that this space is energizing and you're ready to do whatever amount you feel that you're ready to give, this is the moment to do it. You can give Cash App, you can give via PayPal. You can also give something like to mail it in. So our address will come up on a slide. Before we do it, we want you to assemble your devices together that you're prepared to give with. Want you to take a breath because we're going to go into a space of alignment. And the space of alignment is intention. So we'll give with intention. And as we love to give here at Infinity, we're going to invite you, especially our first timers, to in the way we give. So take a breath. And then good. We have our offertory slide. We're going to go to this offertory affirmation at Infinity. We know that it's pure science. In a scientific way, we love to give together. So let us around the world together our offertory affirmation and then affirm immediately after that everything is good. O limitless, abundant creator, of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. Continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you. My whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be broken, and so it is. As we bring our slide up today for you to give, we love to sing a song, and it's called Everything's Good. Won't you sing it with me? Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. It's real simple. Y'all got that? Come on. Everything is good. Let's get it. Everything is good. Oh, it is. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've did. Oh, I've got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Every good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Help me sing it now. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good, and I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. everything is good, and I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it. Got it. Oh, I got it good. Do you have it good? Good. Do you have it good? I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it good. Yes, we are grateful today. Yes. We're grateful we have it good. We are ready now for the practice. So I'm going to invite you, go ahead and go to your mat. We are saying in the chat, we're grateful. We got some first timers here from different platforms. We're saying, hey. So you're going to practice with us. We're grateful today to have Lady Kenitha, to have Sister Lisa here with the mats today to help us move the practice. I'm going to invite you to be a part of this practice as well as our tech crew. I'm going to be moving around, so they're going to be making sure that they capture me on the various I move through the room. I'm so very happy for them to be in and attentive to making sure that you have the best viewer experience as if you're here. And so we're grateful for that. We want to start today with why yoga? Because when we talk about what yoga is, there are many definitions. And when we're in the Western world, we often get away from the true essence of yoga because we think about it simply as exercise. We reach a certain age and say, you know what, I want to get my practice in. I want to make sure that I feel that purge of sweat and toxins and energy that I feel when I'm doing a yoga practice. But the reality is so much more than that. The wonderful athletic poses that have been added over the years have been beautiful. There have been stories that have been told, but the essence of yoga is pretty simple and pretty pure. And so we love and I love to share various definitions and understandings of Yoga Sunday as you prepare to join us in the journey. This one comes from Adil Pakavila, who gives us a definition. And I'm going to go ahead and advance so that we can see today's meditation. You're seeing that on your screen. Today's meditation really helps us define why we're here. Adil Pakivala. Great name. True yoga is not about the shape of your body, shape of your life. Yoga is not to be performed, but to be lived. Yoga doesn't care about who you have been. Yoga cares the person you are becoming. Yoga is designed for a vast, profound purpose. And for it to be truly yoga, its essence must be embodied. Turn to somebody if you can. If you can't, turn to yourself and say, it's the essence. It's the essence. It is the essence. As we talk about the essence of yoga, as we talk about the energy of divine essence, we want to understand that yoga in itself is not just about poses, although today we are going to move some poses. It is also about how we embrace the world. It is about how we show up today. So I invite us in this moment to begin to focus on the essence, how we show up. And how we show up is different. Your standing mountain pose may be a little different from ours or mine and yours. Your pose, if you do tree, may be a little different. Your warrior one may be on its own, but whatever your body allows it to yourself to do it today. Take the moment, just showed up and said, oh man, I forgot it was Yoga Sunday. Oh, wow, don't click to take this moment to get into it, to understand it, to embrace it. And as you embrace it, I guarantee you're going to see some things begin to shift and change in your very own. Remember, it's the essence.
I'm going to give you some modifications for your body. We're going to focus on vinyasa. Everybody say vinyasa. Vinyasa is flow. And when we get to that flow moment, we want you to know that these poses are going to work together for the breath. We're going to inhale, as we open, and we're going to exhale as we contract. That is going to be a continual motif the entire time. Was it something I missed back from my tech crew? All right, I'll give y'all a chance in real time to tell me. We're going to make sure that this thing is popping. All right. To our seated position, find a position that is comfortable for you on the floor, on your mat, wherever you be. If you like to sit on a block, if you like to sit on a bolster, whatever you do, just go ahead and find a seated position to start. And from that seated position, we're going to go ahead in this conversation and this around Yoga Sunday. So inhale, exhale, and from this seated position, begin to think about what your intention is for today. The intention of experiencing yoga as essence, whatever it may be. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Breathing in, breathing out. Focusing on the feeling that is in the breath. Is it warm, cool? What is the sensation as it travels down your throat, travels down past your breastplate, travels down to your navel, travels all the way down to the space between your hips, grounded in the earth, at the point where your body touches the mat. And then retracing the breath on the exhale. As you are breathing, in this moment, we're going to set our energy toward the middle part of the body. The place where your solar plexus is, that is the place below your rib cage and just above your navel. You to place both hands on that area. And from that place, just begin to breathe in and breathe. When you breathe in, it should expand like a balloon. You exhale, it should go flat. Inhaling, moving the hands, expanding. Exhaling, flattening the tummy. Breathing in the color yellow. If you ever forget, just look at Rev today. That's why I have yellow bandana on. We are in the area of Pura. It is solar plexus chakra. This chakra, energy wheel, is about the willpower. What the people need now is power to the people, and you're one of the people. So inhale that yellow solar energy into your solar plexus, strengthening it with each breath, gifting it to the rest of the world, the rest of the people around you with each exhale. A few more rounds of the breath like this. We're feeling that yellow light grow larger and larger, bringing you peace, bringing you centering, and most importantly to today, bringing you power. This power is in your breath. This is the breath that you will tap into throughout the practice. Continuing to breathe just like this. Go ahead and bring your hands up to heart center, pressing the palms together in a prayer position, lightly resting the thumbs on your breastbone in the middle of your chest. And from this place, with your eyes closed, go ahead and set your intention for today, for its wonderful practice, as we move together around the world and yet on our mats, which is our universe. A few breaths in intention. Good, good. As we set that in, slowly blink your eyes open and go ahead and shake your hands out. Shake those, make some circles with those hands. We're going to use those wrists a little bit. So go ahead and make some circles in. We're going to rest those palms, our knees or our thighs, and we're just going to take some circles with our head. Slowly loosen up that head. Circle to one direction or another, your preference. Slow, intentional. Leaving the eyes slightly open, looking slightly forward. Now reversing the direction. You hear it snap, crackle, pop, that just be the fluids loosening up. But you should not feel pain. So if you feel yourself moving in a direction that is causing you pain, pull up, not about pain. Resting now in the rest position, back to center, rolling those shoulders up and back. I was watching the Ethiopian community dance, and I said, man, how are they working those shoulders? They'll work those shoulders, move them and roll them to the back. Rolling, roll on. And I roll them forward. Lady Kanita's doing those. They're hunting peck dance. Thing was gonna fall off. I love that ancient power. Good. All right, so now that we've loosened up our shoulders, loosened up our neck some, let us come to the middle of our mats on all fours. And from that all four position, we're going to move through some cat-cow just to loosen up our lower spine. Find your way to the floor however you need to, however you like can. No judgment in yoga. Find your top position, which is making sure that your wrists are directly under your shoulders, making sure that your knees are directly under your hips. Go ahead and make a few hip circles to loosen up that lower spine. Slowly in one direction or the other. Then reverse. And now a few rounds of cat. And inhale, lift the head toward the ceiling. Drop the lower belly toward the floor. On an exhale, bring the chin toward the chest and round the back, however you can. On an inhale, the opposite direction. Lift the crown of the head to look toward the ceiling. Lower that navel toward. On the exhale, bring the navel in toward the spine. Arch the back, lower the chin toward the chest, and round it. At your own pace, at your own speed, breathing in and your nose slowly. Remembering to inhale the yellow energy of the sun in your belly. Go through several rounds of cat-cow breathing. Moving seamlessly with your body. So when you begin the inhale, you reach the first realization of the pose on a full inhale. You begin the movement on the exhale, reaching emptiness, the navel toward the spine and around back when you are completely empty. Moving only as fast or as slow as your body allows you. And a medium pace. We don't want to move too fast today. We really just want a solar warm up. This yellow light energy is coming into your body. It's moving through your cells. It is oxygenating your blood, and you are feeling it and allowing it to be a part of you. With each inhale, feeling your body grow stronger, yet more limber. Okay. Take one more round of that breath, inhale and exhale, and then rest in the table position with just a flat back. Good. Now we're going to teach vinyasa, which is chaturanga. You hear me say chaturanga, or you hear me say it means to move through a series of flows. Okay? And that series of flow begins with the plank position. So I want you to take a push-up position on the mat. And I'll try not to screw up my mic when I'm saying this. Rev's got to get a headset mic. Position may be resting on the knees. Be the standard push-up position, but we want to make sure that your toes are tucked so that you're resting on the balls of your feet. All right. If you're able to low position, I'm demonstrating when your knees are on the mat, but you can also take it low, the knees off the mat if you need to. Okay. From that position, move your body forward 2 inches. And point your toes to the back of the room, resting the top of your feet, looking up toward the sky. That is upward facing dog. That position, just gently lift up, tuck those toes again, resting on the balls of the feet, then back into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is lifting the hips up toward the sky, straightening the arms, straightening the legs, and bringing the chest back towards your knees. If you're able to rest on your heels, you can rest on your heels. If not, you can bend your legs, bend your knees, find a position that's going to be comfortable for you, and that is the flow of vinyasa. So we're going into this pose and we're going to go. I want you to take a big deep breath, downward dog position. On an exhale, I want you to step, jump, or float to the front of the mat. And now we're just resting in a forward fold. For the forward fold, you can bend as far as you need to. If you're beginner or intermediate, always bend your knees. Whatever's going to allow you to literally just forward fold. So you're going to fold forward. When we forward fold, we begin forward fold by looking ahead, bending at the lower spine, the lumbar spine. And then finally allowing ourselves to reach the greatest realization of the pose for our body. You may need to get a block to rest your hands on. You might get a book to hands on. Whatever you got, go grab it in your house right now if you need it. Bend your knees if you need to bring the floor closer to you, whatever it may be. But we want you to just hang out just a moment so that we can get your body used to being awake and in this inverted position. Feel yourself coming alive right now. That is absolutely beautiful. That is exactly what you want to be. From that position, Raise up halfway. Make it flat. You can rest your hands. Some of you have longer arms like me. You can rest your ankles. Sometimes you can rest your hands on your shins if you need. You can hands on your knees. You can rest your hands on your thighs. Whatever is comfortable for you. Do not make any not doing it. Your body needs to come alive, and it is asking you in this moment. So that is a position of halfway lift. Take a deep inhale here. On an exhale, go back to the forward. On an inhale, come up slowly all the way to stand. Reach up to the sky for extended mountain pose. In yogis, you may do a back bend there if you'd like. Exhale, hands to heart center. From the heart center position, we'll give ourselves 3 ohms, O-H-M or O-M. In Sanskrit and beyond, it is the guttural sound, the initial sound of frequency of the universe. And when we give a good when we give that and we elongate it, we are vibrating on a higher level of consciousness. So let us prepare our minds. Let's take a breath. Exhale on. Inhale. Exhale on. Inhale. Exhale on. And just an inhale and an exhale. Releasing the hands to the side, standing in mountain pose. Mountain pose is Tadasana. Mountain pose. Asana is the pose, but remember when we're doing yoga, we are concerned with the pose, but literally we are concerned with the essence of what yoga is. Essence is a lifestyle. And when we are practicing lifestyle and a way of living and a practice of living, then we ask the question, in times when we are struggling, do we learn to stand tall? In times when everything around us is swirling, can we be as mountain and be still? This is the physical and spiritual that comes together at the intersection of yoga. Can we be still in this? Can we check with ourselves to make sure that we are balancing the weight even in our lives? Can we make sure that whether our feet are hips distance apart, whether they are together, that all 4 corners are rooted in the ground? Are we careful to recognize our lifting up and in with our navel, with our spaces of will? Are we relaxing our shoulders so that there is no intention, there is no tension rather, and allowing our fingers to go to the floor so that our chest, so that when it's time for us to speak in the world, we say it with our chest confidently. We say it with perfect posture. Walk in a room and represents in our as well. When you walk in a room and stand into the whole room pays attention. This is the essence. We're not just moving through getting a little exercise today. We're practicing life. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And let's salute the sun, the front of our mats. We're going to call out from the front edge of our mats a series of flow poses, and we're going to flow. This is going to be sun A, and we sun salutation A. We're going to speak the component parts, and we're going to do them together. Listen, if you feel as if you're a step behind, I am not in your house with you, or am I? I need God ready for the reverb a little bit. Remember how to do that. But when we get this energy in here, recognize that you're doing this at your own pace. We're gonna do 3 to 5 repetitions of the Sun A, just to warm our bodies up again, get that solar energy going. But you may get 2, you may get 3 out. It's more important that you push yourself to get there without hurting yourself. You can always recognize show up is not how anybody else shows up, but show up. And that's what's all right. Extended mountain pose, reach to the sky. Dance yogis, you do your back bend here. Exhale, take it to a forward fold. Looking forward till the last moment. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it back to low plank. Low plank position. Inhale, come forward to upward face. Exhale to down dog. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. On an exhale, step, float, or jump to the front of your mat. Into the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Get in this energy going in your body. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump, or float back to low plank. Yogis, you can do 5 or 6 push-ups. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Next time I'll let Chaturanga Vinyasa. The cameras are moving around, I know, because Smooch is getting our various angles. I can see our tech crew working. Appreciate you. Big inhale that shoots all the way up the sides of your bodies, all the way to your underarms. On an exhale, step, jump, or float to the front of the mat, looking just fine. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Step to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, that's vinyasa. Big inhale and exhale. Good. Another big inhale and exhale. On exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Vinyasa. To low plank. To upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. We're doing great, y'all. You're doing great at home. I'm loving it. I'm feeling it. Rest on your knees as you're breathing in downward facing dog. You can rest on your knees or your thighs when you get to upward facing dog, when you do your vinyasa. If it's too strenuous when we do vinyasa, for those of you who are wanting to be more athletic, drop 5 or 10 push-ups in to get that energy going into your chest as we make it there, as we're doing that vinyasa transition. Big inhale. Exhale, step, jump, or float to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Last time. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Vinyasa. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. 3 good deep breaths. However you get into facing dog, get into it. Continue with this vinyasa flow energy. This is just going to wake up. As we wake us up, we don't have many poses today. This is a practice you can do on a regular basis as you need to. Take a deep breath. On an exhale, step just that right foot forward. Go ahead and place those hands on the hips so you can square up and make sure that your knee is direct over your ankle, that your back leg, your left leg is engaged. One of those to engage that quad is to lift the kneecap. Think of lifting the kneecap toward the hip. That gives you strength and stability, and when you find that strength and stability, you might have to widen your pose. You might have to shorten your pose. Whatever is comfortable for you. Find that position, then lift the arms toward the sky, warrior one. Hold that warrior one for a couple of deep breaths. And we're going to add a little bit of vinyasa movement in with the warrior one. Are we ready? Yes, we are. Let's go. Take a deep inhale. Send those thumbs toward the back of the room. Exhale into vinyasa, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath here. On an exhale, now step the left foot forward. Go ahead and find that core stability there. I think Kenitha, Alicia want to do like 5 rounds of these. They love these, but we won't do that today. We want to really make sure that we get. I know y'all at home, y'all can just continue to do it. We're going to get them in there. We're going to put this warrior one into a flow as well. Check them. You still have the same core stability. Same principles apply. Feet are squarely in the ground. Your back foot is at a 45-degree angle, not along the edge of the mat, not forward in a low lunge, unless, of course, you want to add a low lunge. You can add a low lunge if you are inclined during warrior one. But from that position, we're going to then lift the arms, working to align as best possible your ears. And your warrior one may look like this. Mine as well. So no excuses. We ain't in your business like that. We get energy in. All right, let's put it in a flow. We're ready? Inhale, send those thumbs toward the back of the room, looking up. Exhale, vinyasa, low plank. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's big inhale. Exhale, step that front leg forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Step that left foot forward for balance. Inhale up. Warrior one. Exhale, vinyasa to the floor, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, facing dog. Good job, dog. Good job, everybody. Great job. Big inhale. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Inhale up into one. Exhale, drive front hand forward. Send that left hand toward the back. That's warrior two. We're just going to hold it for a few breaths there. Same spread. Chest open. Hand. Looking out with your gaze over your middle finger if you're able to. And that's great. We're feeling that energy. Being pulled forward by your right, pulled back by your left wrist. That opens the chest. You're breathing. And that solar plexus that you inhaled at the beginning is now flowing through your entire body. All the way from the ground up and from the top down. Isn't it awesome? Warrior two. Turn that front palm up, drop that left hand side, and come into reverse warrior. Exhale back to warrior two. Y'all ready? Let's inhale up, back into one. Exhale, vinyasa. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Inhale up. Warrior one. The left side. Exhale the warrior. And just hold it for a few more breaths. If we were in a full, we would just flow from pose to pose to pose, inhaling on expansion and contraction. We're giving you a sample of this vinyasa, enough to welcome and to wake you up. But if at any point you go back through and you want to add that, just go with each breath, make another move. Each pose, different breath. That's how you do it. So from here, we want that same energy. Our lady's demonstrating, you may drop that back hand, if you will, whatever's going to be comfortable for you. Great. Take an inhale and a deep exhale. On an inhale, come back to warrior one. Exhale, vinyasa. Take it to the floor, low plank. Inhale up, facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath. Deep breath out. Step just the right foot forward. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. If you have your block handy, that's going to be great. Exhale, warrior two. Now we want you to move backwards and straighten that front leg. Good. When you straighten that front leg, you're standing, your legs are like a pyramid now. So instead of leaning forward, your front leg is straightened now. So your knee is in alignment. From there, we want you to reach forward with that hand. Reach forward, keeping the arms spread, and then just tip the teapot some. Variation of triangle, hands on the knees. If you want to go to the floor, you can take your block to take you down to the floor as well. If you want to rest the hand on your hip or behind your back, as Sister Elise is doing there. Whatever's going to allow you to get enough rotation to open that chest. And if you're able, look up toward the. This is great because Lady Kanitha's practicing that. 5. Great. Press against my hand. And that's going to open that chest even. Good. Triangle pose, however you get to it. Hold it. Exhale, back up into warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Y'all are doing great. Thanks for staying with us. I know y'all are with us. Exhale, vinyasa. Low plank. Inhale up, upward face dog. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, let's take that left foot forward. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, left. Inhale, reverse warrior. Now the breath is flowing completely through us. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straight front leg. Exhale, reach forward and tip it over to the pose that you'd like to have, or triangle. Again, arm all the way up. Bent with the palm to the lower back, with the fingers there resting against the back and the palm outward and open, hands on the hip. However it's going to be. Lady Kanitha is going to press against my hand. If I get you in class, especially when we do warrior yoga, we used to do that right before COVID. I'm going to come around and make the adjustment. That's palm to palm, and you're going to see that it's going to open that chest wide open for you. And you're going to hold that energy. Press your shoulder against my shoulder. Press this shoulder against my hand. Good. Okay. Opening the heart, opening the chest, sending that solar energy to solar plexus. From triangle, big inhale. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga vinyasa. I love it. I love it today. Y'all, we're today all over the world. We're doing it today. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale into downward facing dog. Deep breath and down dog. And from here, since we have earned energy now that the body is warm, the energy is flowing, that solar energy is flowing right now, we invite you to lower your knees to the mat. Feet off the mat, point them toward the back of the room. Point your toes toward the back of the room. Bring toes together. Then rest your feet back on the mat and sit back on your into child's pose. Send those knees toward the outer edges of the mat. You're in child's pose and you're resting. It is an active rest, not a rest of pure exhaustion. So your hands are reaching forward, able. Advanced yogis, if you'd like, find your child's pose. Sometimes you like to put your arms to your sides. But if your hands are extended forward, make sure that you're spreading your fingertips so that you can drive the fingers, the knuckles, and the palms into providing stability. If you need to, or if you'd like, grab a block, grab a bolster or a pillow, place it under the chest, turns it into a restorative position. Talking to you on this camera, and Kamari picking it up because she's focusing on that, I'm saying that this is the position that you put your block in or your pillow in so that you can rest. You can also rest your head as well. So whatever it is that puts you in that position of restoration, do that. Send that solar energy coming all the way up your body. The breath entering in through your armpits and your lat muscles, like your sides, entering into solar plexus. Giving you rest. Elongate spine to allow those spinal fluids and spinals to flow. Those nerve endings to connect. Child's pose, a pose of humility, a pose of rest. Times when we want to revisit our childhood. There are times we just have to lay it all out. You ever had an elder that prayed for you? Sometimes they were in this position, didn't know it was called child's pose. They just knew that they were laying for the Holy Spirit, rejuvenating. Position of the essence of yoga. Simple. Position of child's pose to reward ourselves. Only a couple of more poses before we're done. Breathe today. Powerful practice today. Allow yourself a big breath in. On the exhale, come on up to all fours. And from all fours, we want you to turn yourself around into a seated position on the mat. And from the seated position, go ahead and lie all the way back. Place of lying all the way back. We want to build, if you have a block that you want to use, by all means, block ready. You want to place this sacrum, little place above the lower spine. But to get into the bridge position, whether or not you might want a towel, you want a strap if you need that. We want you to bend your knees and bring your heels towards your buttock. And when you've reached that position, you can decide to put a strap or your hands around your ankles if you need. But we're going to bring your arms to your sides to begin with, palms facing down. Inhale, we're going to lift those hips toward the ceiling. Lift that navel toward the ceiling. Lift it all the way up and keeping the chin tucked, and do not look from side to side. Keep our spine in alignment. So lifting those hips now, raise them up toward the sky. That is our bridge position. And we'll rest and make it a restorative position. So find your block or your pillow or your blow or your blood up. Place it at the small of your back, wherever you need to place it. We'll bring a little bit of music up a little bit more so that you can be in a place of hearing. I think it's been going the whole time. I hope it's been going this whole time. If not, we're going to make sure it's going now. Good. Take a few moments of restorative rest in that position. Negative things come at you this week. Are you able to pause and build a bridge? A bridge from the negative to the positive. A mental and emotional bridge from that which would come against you to that which can be used for good. It is the essence of yoga. It is the way we engage with the world. It is the way we live. It's the way we pose. Inhale and exhale and exhale. This position, illness, preparing us. Feeling the power of Manipa. The solar plexus chakra of yellow energy flowing through us through the floor. Preparing our minds to come out of this pose. On an inhale, lift the hips even. Remove the block or the pillow that you have under you if you've been using a support. On an exhale, go ahead and lower to the floor. Extend your legs the length of the mat. Hands to the side. Bending the right knee, bringing the right heel toward the buttocks. Reaching across with your left hand to the outside of the right knee, and then now rotating that right leg across your body, keeping the left leg straight. Extending your hand toward the opposite wall, opening the palm, and then if you are able, looking to the right palm to complete the supine twist of the right body. I'm going to cleanse some of your organs, release the flow. When you get home today, you're going to be energized, but also wherever you are, you might feel your body saying, hey, I need a cleanse. Send me to the water closet or the restroom, but that's going to be good. No urges with, if you feel that you need to belch, if you feel you need to do something else, whatever, you got inside all of that. It's going to be great. Find that stillness of position and breathe into it. You may also, as a modification, you can just hold your knee towards with that same hand. Don't fully cross all the way over. Yoga is for everybody. Your body tells you. Inhale Exhale to come out of the pose and come back to center. Switch legs, in the right leg. Bend that leg. Reach across your body with that hand. And then drop that left inside knee across to the right side of your body. Extending the arm out, holding the left palm up, your head slightly to look in the direction of your left palm. Supine twist on the opposite side. Continue to breathe just like this. Continuing to enjoy a bit of that supine twist. And a good exhale to release and come out of the pose. Extending both the feet, bringing the arms to the side, palm facing up. Prepare yourself for the final position, which is corpse pose, which is Shavasana. Reach the end of this part of the practice, and you've done a great job. This energy of the solar plexus of Manipura is there. We energize our body by breathing in, breathing out. We're gonna do a pranayama exercise, a breath exercise here. We're gonna start that by breathing in and then exhaling and fogging the mirror. Good. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. Exhale, fog the mirror. Once more, inhale your nose. And exhale the mirror. Breathing normally in the position that you would like to be in for Shavasana. Go ahead and lay yourself out. Put your blanket over yourself if you need to. What you're going to do is send some sounds into the air for you to come into a state of relaxation. Congratulations. And when we send it into the air, just begin to think about the power of your will. The power that you have to allow your will to be in the universe. And that all is indeed well.
this place of conscious awareness now, feeling your come back into your body for those of you who have traveled. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring yourself back to this reality. It's a reality that you can choose to be in. Choose your reality. And then roll over to one side and sit in the fetal position briefly. Hug yourself. Loving yourself for a moment. Remind yourself again with the essence of yoga. You get the opportunity to return to the loving energy of the womb whenever you need it. From that position, press yourself up to a seated position. Deep inhale and exhale as you place your hands at her. Recognizing the divine energy that has flowed through us today, recognizing the gift of being able to gather together, recognizing the power that has flowed through us in this moment, of recognizing of the willpower that is inherent in our solar plexus chakra. We recognize we have the ability to power up our will. Repeat in affirmation after. I am a being of power. My will is focused. I am successful. I am at peace. I invite the good in my life. I allow the good into my life. My life is good. My life is good. My life is good. And so it is. Give thanks in this moment for all who have joined, especially in this place. The divine recognizes and sees the divine light shining in you. And so it is. Namaste. Namaste. Oh, I want to thank you all for joining us today for Yoga Sunday. Thank you for this powerful moment. I want to thank you, Lady Kanitha, for everything you've done. I see you're excited. I want to thank you, Lady Alicia, for everything that you've done. I want to thank my tech crew for hanging in there with us and getting us to where we needed to get today and being on point. Everyone else who has joined us today in Yoga Sunday, tell us how you feel in the chat. By all means, tell us what your experience is in the chat. And if you see somebody you don't know, say hello to them by saying, you are a being of power. Say it to them in the chat today. As we get ready to close out Yoga Sunday, we want to remind you that all things are working for your good. That as we are gathered together in this place today, all things will to be working in your good and in your favor. So this week, we want to recognize that you are energized in a powerful way in the space of common unity. And I want to invite you to join us next week for our special fireside. We're going to be breaking down tons of spiritual energy as it relates to relationships, tangible things that we can do to build community from within, without. Dear friends, we're working on some special surprises for next week. But right here, channels, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11 Pacific Standard, and we're going to send you Empower. We'll send you some slides. You can have today's meditation again to review. But we want you to share this broadcast with somebody. Tag somebody you know. Share the love from Infinity that it goes out into the world. This has been Reverend Jeff Carr. On behalf of all of Infinity Fellowship, we speak in affirmation of God, the wisdom of ancestors, and the infinite and abundant of the universe. Rest, rule, and abide with you.
henceforth and forevermore. And so it is. Amen. 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 Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. We love you guys. It's a fact you cannot change. We'll see you later. Say hello in the chat. Let's generate some energy as we head out from Yoga Sunday. Peace and power.